Hi, my name is Phil Hedlund, and this is a video tutorial on crafting a field notes case. This is an overview of all the tools and materials needed for the project. Throughout the video you will see which tools are required for the following step. While crafting, it's important to take your time. While using your box knife, be sure your hands are away from your cut line. Making the body of the field notes case, first mark out a rectangle 8 inches wide and 6 inches in height. Using our box knife and square, we're going to cut away the main piece. After you have your rectangular body piece away from the larger portion of the leather hide, use your right angle square to trim up the rest of the sides. Next, we'll make 2 pockets that we will later sew to the rectangular body piece. Each pocket measures 2 inches wide by 6 inches in height. Again, using our box knife and square, we're going to cut away the pockets. To make sure the pockets fit perfectly, I aligned one edge to the end of the body piece and lined up my square to the other edge and cut the remaining leather. Repeat this step for the second pocket. I suggest Master's contact cement for gluing down the pockets. Apply this 1/4 inch from the edge around the perimeter of where the pocket will lie. Do this to both pockets and the main piece. Apply the pockets with the contact cement to both ends of your body piece of leather. Make sure all sides are flush. When you're pleased with the placement, press all sides down firmly. Next, we'll be using a curved punch to round our corners. Once it's in a good position, give it a solid drive with a hammer and do this on both sides, all 4 corners. Punching holes for stitching. Mark out your stitch line 1/4 inch away from the edge with a silver marking pin. Using a small ruler helps making nice straight lines. Do this on both of the glued pockets. Using a 5-pronged stitching chisel, follow the silver stitch line to punch your holes. When you arrive at any corner, use a single prong punch, angled parallel to the corner. In this next step, we'll be saddle stitching up both sides of our pockets. You'll need 2 needles, waxed polyester thread, and a stitching pony. Measure out 48 inches of polyester cord, and thread your needles. Place the field notes case in your stitching pony. Decide which end is your top and bottom, and be consistent when stitching. The most durable and effective stitch is a saddle stitch. This is the technique shown here that utilizes a figure 8 pattern, reinforcing each consecutive stitch. Once you reach the end, stitch the thread back on itself twice for durability. This is called backstitching. Cut your cord and use a lighter to finish off the end of the thread. After stitching up both ends, use a beveler to round the edges. After beveling your edges, use a bar of saddle soap to rub on a thick layer around the edges of both pockets. This will give your product a polished, professional look. Last of all, finish off your field notes case with some Big 4 leather conditioner. Again, This will give your finished product a higher standard of quality. There you have it, your own handmade field notes case, designed for your back pocket.